was little, I wanted to be a veterinarian.
When I was a little girl, I wanted to be an astronaut because I thought it was so cool and I love space.
I remember people laughing because I was really little, like 6 or 7, and I told everyone I wanted to be a paleontologist and I wanted to study dinosaurs. And then I wanted to do archaeology and study human artifacts, and those are my elementary school dreams for sure.
I wanted to be a teacher. My mother was a teacher, so I did want to be a teacher. I also wanted to be a mom.
I wanted to be a veterinarian because I love animals.
I've always wanted to be a librarian because I like books, I like libraries. I think they're nice and quiet, and I'm a quiet person, so I enjoy libraries.
I think my first dream was to be on SNL, like Saturday Night Live. That was the first thing where I was like, I really want to do that.
That I'm still not too sure about. I'm always flip-flopping between things. Can't make a decision.
And computer animation artist, designer, or animation.
Now I want to be in forensic science because I think that suits me more and it's more interesting to me in a way.
So now I'm an English teacher, primarily because almost everyone in my family teaches at different levels, everything from elementary school to college. And so I think that influenced my choice a lot. And then I had a high school English teacher that just changed my life when I was a junior. And I thought, I want to be just like Mrs. Bean when I grow up.
I'm teaching statistics and pre-calculus, and yes, I do like what I'm doing. It's both of those are new subjects for me. I've never taught them before, but I love working with kids. They make me laugh every day. So I get to have a different day every day I come to work.
Now I teach technical theater. I teach intro classes as well as the advanced classes for that. And I really, really like it. I did theater all through high school, and then I started really hitting it hard in college. And I actually worked in the library while I was in college, so I got a little taste of what I thought that I wanted. And it was a little slower paced, which was nice, but I like the fast-paced environment of theater.
Needles, blood, and stuff that everything that just has to do with hospital.
Because it costs a lot of money and I don't think I have the time for that and I'm not smart enough for that.
Because producers can actually edit and control the movie, and I want to make my own movie. I don't want to work for someone else's movie.
I think that my interests changed. I still really like to read. I still really like libraries. Being a librarian is kind of my fallback now when I get tired of teaching. But when I started doing theater in high school, I realized that I was really passionate about it and I really liked it. Even though I myself am not an actress, I enjoyed being around the environment, and I'm very type A, so organization is like my forte. So backstage technical stuff was it was right up my alley.
Because ever since I was drawing, and usually I draw characters with different personalities, and I want to make them move, create them, and collab with a team and make that thing out of nothing, make a move, talk, be their own person in a screen.
So honestly, it doesn't sound like a good answer, but I remember a moment in junior high, so I was maybe 8th or 9th grade, I can't remember, and I was sitting in my science class and I thought, I am not a good scientist because I love the stories behind science and looking at the rocks, but I don't have the questioning mindset. When somebody says this is the way things are, I'm just like, yeah, sounds legit, but I don't want to do the math to prove that. And so I think that when I stopped really being I'm going to be a scientist, then I was like, well, writing is the other thing you've always done, and English is the other thing you've always loved. And the joke with English is, well, what are you going to do, teach?
Actually, it did change for a while. When I was in high school, I wasn't sure I wanted to be a teacher, but then when I got to college and I was trying to figure out what to do, when they made me decide on a major, that's when I said, okay, I'm going to go for teaching.
I think because the first time I ever saw a cat dead in the street, I realized I don't want to see that on a daily basis. It just hurt my heart. And vets really do love animals. They love them so much they'll love them when they're street meat. But I couldn't bring myself. I just don't have the heart to do that. I don't want to see animals suffering. So I'll watch kids suffering, I guess. Math.
Well, at first I started, like in college and stuff, I started doing the whole, acting thing and everything, and then I kind of fell into improv and doing sketch comedy and stuff like that as well. But then, once reality hit, like, that I'd have to move to LA and then I'd have to do all this stuff, I was kind of like, I don't know if I really want to do it. Like, I think it was my dream when I didn't know, when I just thought that you could just show up and do something. But once I found out everything that went into it, I was like, that seems kind of like something I don't want to do. So then I started teaching, and then I loved it, so I just stuck with that.